Have you ever wondered why eating instant noodles regularly leaves you feeling sluggish, battling high blood pressure, or noticing unexpected weight gain? These convenient packets, often a go-to for quick meals, hide a troubling truth. Did you know that a single serving of instant noodles can contain nearly twice the daily recommended sodium for older adults? That's a staggering amount packed into one small meal. Picture this. It's a busy afternoon, you're tired, and cooking feels like a chore. Instant noodles seem like the perfect solution, quick, cheap, and satisfying. But over time, those frequent noodle meals could lead to spiking blood pressure, rising cholesterol, and even a stern warning from your doctor to cut back on salt. For older adults, these risks hit harder. In this video, we'll uncover why instant noodles, despite their convenience, are a silent threat to your health, especially as you age. From excessive sodium to harmful fats and missing nutrients, we'll break it all down. Stick around until the end for healthier, easy alternatives that keep convenience without compromising your well-being. Let's dive in. Instant noodles are a staple in pantries across America, prized for their affordability and ease. But beneath the savory appeal lies a significant health concern: sodium. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC), a single serving of instant noodles can contain between 800 and 1,800 milligrams of sodium. To put that in perspective, the American Heart Association, AHA, recommends that adults over 60 limit their daily sodium intake to 1,500 milligrams to protect heart and kidney health. That means one bowl of noodles could push you well over your daily limits, sometimes in just one meal. Why does this matter for older adults? Sodium is a critical factor in blood pressure regulation. Dr. Lawrence Appel, a professor at Johns Hopkins Medicine and a leading researcher on hypertension, explains that excessive sodium causes the body to retain water, increasing blood volume and putting strain on the heart and blood vessels. For seniors who may already have age-related stiffening of arteries, this can elevate blood pressure significantly. The CDC reports that high blood pressure, or hypertension, affects nearly 70% of Americans over 65 and is a leading risk factor for stroke, which claims over 150,000 lives annually. But the dangers don't stop at hypertension. Over time, high sodium intake can damage the kidneys, which are less efficient at filtering waste as we age. Dr. Susan Hediati, a nephrologist at UT Southwestern Medical Center, notes that excessive sodium forces the kidneys to work harder, accelerating wear and tear. For older adults, this can increase the risk of chronic kidney disease, which affects 38% of those over 65, according to the National Kidney Foundation. Another hidden effect of sodium is fluid retention, which can burden the cardiovascular system. This is especially concerning for seniors with heart conditions. A 2021 study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that high sodium diets are linked to a 20% higher risk of heart failure in older adults. Fluid retention can also cause swelling in the legs and ankles, a common complaint among seniors that reduces mobility and comfort. To grasp the scale of sodium in instant noodles, consider this. One serving contains about as much sodium as 6 slices of pepperoni pizza, or 20 small packs of unsalted peanuts. That's not a small snack, it's a sodium bomb. Yet, because instant noodles are marketed as a quick meal, many underestimate their impact, especially when eaten regularly. Sodium isn't just about salt shaker pinches, it's a leading cause of cardiovascular-related hospital admissions among older adults. The AHA estimates that reducing sodium intake by just 1,000 milligrams daily could prevent 11 million cases of hypertension annually. For seniors, this could mean fewer doctor visits, lower medication needs, and a better quality of life. Before we move on, let's consider why instant noodles are so high in sodium. The answer lies in their production. The noodles are often pre-cooked and flash-fried, requiring heavy seasoning to enhance flavor and ensure shelf stability. The seasoning packets, which many of us pour in without a second thought, are loaded with sodium-heavy compounds like monosodium glutamate, MSG, and salt. This combination creates the addictive umami taste, but at a steep cost to your health. As we've seen, the sodium in instant noodles poses serious risks for older adults, from hypertension to kidney strain. But sodium isn't the only culprit. Let's explore another hidden danger in those noodle packets: saturated fats, which can quietly wreak havoc on your heart. Instant noodles owe much of their texture and shelf life to a key step in their production: frying. Most instant noodles are flash-fried in palm oil or similar fats before packaging, a process that makes them quick to cook but loads them with saturated fats. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture (USDA), a single serving of instant noodles can contain 7 to 14 grams of total fat, with 3 to 7 grams being saturated. For older adults, who should limit saturated fat to 13 grams daily per AHA guidelines, this is a significant portion from one small meal. Saturated fats are problematic because they raise levels of low-density lipoprotein, LDL, often called bad cholesterol. Dr. Frank Hu, a professor of nutrition at Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, explains that high LDL cholesterol contributes to atherosclerosis, where arteries narrow and harden due to plaque buildup. For seniors, this increases the risk of heart attack and stroke. The CDC notes that heart disease remains the leading cause of death for Americans over 65, with over 600,000 deaths annually. Some instant noodle brands also contain trans fats, which are even more harmful. Although the FDA banned artificial trans fats in 2018, small amounts can still occur in processed foods, like instant noodles. Due to manufacturing processes, Dr. Darius Mosafarian, a cardiologist and dean at Tufts University, warns that trans fats not only raise LDL cholesterol, but also lower high-density lipoprotein, HDL, the good cholesterol that protects your heart. Even 1 gram of trans fat daily can increase heart disease risk by 10%, according to a 2020 study in Circulation. For older adults, the stakes are higher. Age-related changes in metabolism mean the body is less efficient at clearing cholesterol, making dietary saturated and trans fats more dangerous. Regular consumption of instant noodles can also contribute to weight gain, as their high-fat content delivers dense calories without satiety. The National Institute on Aging reports that obesity affects 40% of seniors, increasing risks for diabetes and joint issues, which further limit mobility. So, what are you really eating when you open a packet of instant noodles? It's not just a light snack, it's a potential cholesterol party for your arteries. The frying process, while creating that satisfying noodle texture, saturates the noodles with fats that linger in your bloodstream. Add in the flavored oil packets some brands include, and you're doubling down on unhealthy fats. Let's take a moment to visualize how instant noodles are made. Raw noodle dough is cut, steamed, and then submerged in hot oil for flash frying. This process not only adds saturated fats, but also allows the noodles to be shelf-stable for months or even years. The result? A product that's far from fresh or wholesome despite its convenience. The saturated fats in instant noodles are a quiet threat, building up in your arteries over time. But the story doesn't end there. Beyond sodium and fats, instant noodles lack something critical for older adults: meaningful nutrition. Let's explore why these noodles fail to nourish your body. Instant noodles may fill your stomach, but they fall short of nourishing your body. A typical serving is primarily refined carbohydrates, with little to no fiber, vitamins, or minerals. According to the USDA, A standard 70-gram packet of instant noodles contains less than 1 gram of fiber, negligible amounts of vitamins A, C, or D, and minimal protein, often just 4 to 6 grams, much of it low quality. For older adults who need nutrient-dense foods to maintain health, this nutritional void is a serious concern. Refined carbohydrates, like those in instant noodles, are quickly digested, causing rapid blood sugar spikes. Dr. David Ludwig, an endocrinologist at Harvard Medical School, explains that such spikes strain the pancreas and increase insulin resistance, a precursor to type 2 diabetes. The CDC reports that 26% of Americans over 65 have diabetes, and diets high in refined carbs exacerbate this risk. For seniors, stable blood sugar is critical to avoid fatigue and cognitive fog. The lack of fiber is another major issue. Fiber supports digestion, regulates blood sugar, and lowers cholesterol. The National Institute on Aging recommends 22 to 28 grams of fiber daily for older adults. Yet instant noodles contribute almost none. This can lead to constipation, a common issue for seniors, and increased colon cancer risk, which affects 1 in 23 older Americans, per the American Cancer Society. Every time you choose instant noodles, you're missing an opportunity to fuel your body with the nutrients it craves. Older adults need quality protein to maintain muscle mass, which naturally declines with age. The National Academy of Medicine suggests 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily. Yet instant noodles offer little to meet this need. Low protein intake can accelerate sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle, affecting 30% of seniors. According to a 2022 study in the Journals of Gerontology, vitamins and minerals are equally critical. For example, vitamin D and calcium support bone health, while B vitamins and omega-3 fatty acids protect cognitive function. Instant noodles lack these, contributing to deficiencies. The Alzheimer's Association notes that poor nutrition, including low B vitamin intake, is linked to faster cognitive decline in seniors. Osteoporosis, affecting 20% of women over 65, is also worsened by diets low in calcium and vitamin D. Compare this to a nutrient-rich alternative. A bowl of vegetable soup with brown rice and tofu delivers fiber, protein, and vitamins in abundance. It's a small change with a big impact, supporting your energy, immunity, and long-term health. Instant noodles may be quick, but their lack of nutrition leaves your body undernourished. As we wrap up, let's reflect on these risks and explore how to make better choices for your health. Convenience is hard to resist, especially when time and energy are in short supply. But your health is your most precious asset, and as we age, every dietary choice matters more. Instant noodles may seem harmless, but let's recap what we've learned. They're loaded with sodium, pushing your blood pressure and kidneys to the brink. They're packed with saturated fats, clogging arteries, and raising cholesterol. And they lack the fiber, protein, and vitamins your body needs to thrive. You don't have to sacrifice convenience to eat better. Try whole grain noodles with fresh spinach and a boiled egg for a quick, heart-healthy meal. Miso soup with seaweed and tofu offers savory flavor with far less sodium. Or whip up savory oatmeal with chia seeds and cashews for a nutrient-packed breakfast. These options are simple, affordable, and kind to your body. If you're on a journey to live healthier, start small. Swap one instant noodle meal a week for a nutrient-rich alternative. Add a handful of greens or a piece of fruit to your plate. Your heart, kidneys, and energy levels will thank you. Small steps today lead to a stronger tomorrow. Want more ways to eat well without the hassle? In our next video, we'll share 5 delicious, nutrient-packed meals designed for older adults, each as convenient as instant noodles, but far better for your health. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. Thank you for watching, and here's to making choices that keep you vibrant and strong. See you in the next video.